vibe so quietly like a favorite tune. Acoustic guitar threading through the warm still air. Soft roads landing gently like you're standing there. Light is doing something to the way things look. Everything around us like a page from a book. Baseline barely breathing underneath the sky. Petals on the afternoon breeze drifting by. Walked a little slower just to feel it right. Spring afternoon is softer than the morning light. String pad opening wide like a deep long sigh. Everything in bloom underneath the pale blue sky. But posting notes still ringing through the open space. Warmth of early April settling on your face. Rose quartz tender landing like a hand in mine. Petals on the breeze making everything fine. Petals on the afternoon breeze carrying the warmth through the cherry trees. Spring is doing everything it said it would. Afternoon is beautiful, always understood. Petals on the afternoon breeze. Soft pop saying take it slow and just breathe. Warmest kind of afternoon light. Petals on the breeze, helping us thrive. Last light of the afternoon, still golden one. Everything's so gentle like before a storm. We got acoustic guitar humming out its final thread. Spring afternoon still living in my head. Rose still pressing soft on its favorite key. String pad holding everything so tenderly. Bass note low and quiet like a closing eye. Petals on the afternoon breeze saying goodbye. Petals on the afternoon breeze. Spring is doing everything it said it would. Afternoon is beautiful, always understood. Petals on the afternoon breeze. Soft pop saying take it slow and just breathe. Warmest kind of afternoon alive. Petals on the breeze, helping us thrive, helping us thrive. Petals still falling, breeze still warm. Afternoon still golden, still earth, still spring, still perfect, still spring.
Flower line street and you're walking ahead. Saxophone catching everything left unsaid. Vinyl crackling, welcome memory starting. Middle piano soft like a slow easy heartbeat. Upright bass is strolling like it knows the way. Spring is doing everything it wants today. Drum break landing easy underneath the bloom. You and the flower line street filling up the room. Petals on the pavement making patterns below. Low-fi jazz is catching all the light and the glow. Saxophone melody floating up ahead, following the feeling of wherever it led. Rose chord landing warm like an afternoon. Hand upright bass to walking through the flower land. Find a hissing warmth like an old photograph. You turned around and I caught the tail of your laugh. You and the flower line street, everything this spring was meant to be. Lo-fi jazz and afternoon heat. You and the flower line street, saxophone and petals and your face. Everything falling perfectly into place. Warm and easy, nowhere else to be. You and the flower line street with me. Last block on the walk, but I slow my pace. Spring afternoon, still painting gold on your face. Roads still warm and tender in the afternoon air. Saxophone still humming like it hasn't a care. Upright bass still strolling underneath it all. Final crackle holding us before the fall. Drum break one more time like a quiet heartbeat. You and the flower line street, perfectly complete. You and the flower line street. Everything this spring was meant to be. Lo-fi jazz and afternoon heat. You and the flower line street. Saxophone and petals and your face. Everything falling perfectly into place. Warm and easy, nowhere else to be. You in the flower line street with me. Flower line street. Still walking. Still yours. Spring afternoon. Never enough.
Blossoms overhead and your hand in mine. Spring found the perfect way to underline. Acoustic guitar picking out a gentle thread. Everything I wanted somewhere up ahead. Rhodes piano warm like the afternoon sun. Spring day feeling like we've barely begun. Eddie pad just breathing through the open sky. Somewhere between the blossoms and your eye. Slowed our pace down just to make it last. Spring is always gone before we hold it fast. Fingers snap rhythm like a quiet heartbeat. Crystal chord resolving somewhere soft and sweet. Road still warm and glowing on the path ahead. Baseline low and tender like the things we said. Blossoms falling slow like they're punctuating time. Somewhere between the blossoms you became mine. Somewhere between the blossoms and you, spring did everything it said it would do. Acoustic guitar and afternoon light. Everything about today is right. Somewhere between the blossoms and you, chill pop carrying us gently through warmest kind of spring afternoon. Somewhere between the blossoms and you. The cherry trees. Everything's still perfect in the spring breeze. Our twisted notes still floating somewhere up above. Roads chord landing soft like the shape of love. Every pad still holding all the warmth in place. Bass no low and gentle like the end of a chase. Blossoms still descending on the afternoon. Somewhere between the blossoms, found you. Somewhere between the blossoms and you, spring did everything it said it would do. Acoustic guitar and afternoon light. Everything about today is right. Somewhere between the blossoms and you, chill pop carrying us gently through warmest kind of spring afternoon. Somewhere between the blossoms and you. us arriving first before the feeling starts, setting all the warmth and motion through the parts. Acoustic guitar stepping in above the groove, roads and synth pad completing every move, finger snap rhythm ticking like a happy thought, string texture carrying everything that Sunday brought. Something about you today hitting differently, everything this afternoon feeling perfectly free. Cafe table, Sunday light and you across the way, something about you today making everything okay. Acoustic still threading warm above the beat, roads still glowing making everything complete. Bass note talking low like it already knew, synth pad open wide like a sky that's blue, finger snap still keeping gentle time and place. Something about you today, the warmest kind of grace. Something about you today, drum and bass and quits lit in the air. Something about you today, roads and synth pad finding everywhere, warm and glowing, soft and free. Something about you today, just for me. Subtle excitement, tender mood. Something about you today, understood. Golden afternoon and the feeling stays the same. Something about you today doesn't need a name. A custom warm on its favorite final arc, rose chord lining tender before the dark. Bass note steady holding everything in place, synth pad breathing through the closing space, string texture soft above the Sunday scene. Something about you today, best it's ever been. Something about you today, drum and bass and quits click in the air. Something about you today, roads and synth pad finding everywhere, warm and glowing, soft and free. Something about you today, just for me. Subtle excitement, something about you, still today. Acoustic still warm, roads still glowing. Something about you today, always today, always you. Electric piano, alone before the road begins. Smooth bass sliding in on its quiet fins. A light guitar, threading last into the space. Synth pad opening soft, complete in every place. Light drum pad and tapping like a compass hand. String texture breathing like an open land. Everything about this drive, unhurried and wide, drive with no destination, perfect for the ride. Windows down and the music fills the moving air, drive with no destination, getting everywhere. Electric and warm on its steady line, smooth bass talking low, doing just fine. Light guitar looping through the afternoon view, synth pad catching everything that passes through. Light drum pad and easy like a heartbeat free, drive with no destination, just you and me. Drive with no destination, you electric piano and the open road. Drive with no destination, music carrying every easy low, bass and guitar and synth pad wide, drive with no destination, perfect ride. Nowhere urgent, nowhere planned, drive with no destination, understood. understand. Golden hour bending through the windshield, slow. Driving no destination, still has somewhere to go. Electric piano warm on its final lark. Light guitar threading into the amber dark. Smooth bass holding steady through the closing drive. Sand pad breathing, keeping everything alive. Light drum padding on the last long stretch of road. Driving no destination, light is kinda low. Driving no destination, open no destination. Music carrying every easy low. Bass and guitar and synth pad wide. Driving no destination, perfect ride. Nowhere urgent, nowhere planned. Driving no destination. Still driving, no destination needed. Electric piano, still warm. Bass, still smooth. Drive with no destination. Always moving, always free.
April rolling easy on a warm, slow beat. Saxophone just humming down the flower street. Rose piano landing soft on every other note. Upright bass still carrying everything afloat. Vinyl crackling gentle like a morning well kept. Spring arrived so quietly while everyone slept. Drum break nodding easy underneath the bloom. April easy filling up the afternoon room. Petals on the pavement making patterns below. Lo-fi catching all the warmth and the glow. Saxophone still threading through the cherry lane. Same sweet melody coming back again. Road still warm and tender on the midday track. Upright bass still walking, never looking back. Vinyl hits like sunlight filtered through the leaves. April easy riding on the softest breeze.
April easy, let it breathe and let it go. April easy, saxophone in the morning glow. Roads and bass and bloom and breeze. April easy through the cherry trees. Head nodding, warm and free. April easy, just be.
Afternoon still golden and the melody holds. Same sweet saxophone loop doing what it's told. Road still pressing gently on his favorite line. Upright bass still grooving, doing perfectly fine. Vinyl crackle warm like a page you'd wanna keep. April easy melody running soft and deep. Drum break landing tender on the final stretch. April easy, best feeling you could ever read.
April easy, let it breathe and let it go. April easy, saxophone in the morning glow. Roads and bass and bloom and breeze. April easy through the cherry trees. Head nodding, warm and free. April easy, just be.
April easy still humming. The melody still humming. Bloom still warm, still easy.
Trumpet hook.
Returning like it never left. Road's melody looping with a perfect depth. Every time it comes back feels brand new again. Bloom loop running warm through the April rain. Finger pick guitar threading the same sweet line. Upright bass beneath it all doing just fine. Vinyl crackle holding all the texture in place. Bloom loop filling quietly every inch of space. Spring keeps cycling back like a favorite song. Melody so comfortable, yeah. Hum along, trumpet still returning on the same sweet note. Finger picked guitar, still keeping things afloat. Road drove, chord landing, exactly where you knew. Bloom loop, doing everything a loop should do. Upright bass still strolling through the cherry lane. Same warm melody, blooming once again, yeah. Bloom loop, coming back around again. Bloom loop, melody that never ends. Trumpet in the roads on lock. Bloom loop, running like a clock. Spring groove, cycling soft and free. Bloom loop, endlessly. Third time through, and somehow it still hits. Bloom loop, finding all the perfect fits. Trumpet hook so warm you close your eyes. Finger pick guitar threading through the skies. Road still landing, right where it belongs. Bloom loop, turning afternoons to songs. Upright bass and vinyl holding tight. Bloom loop, carrying us through the light, yeah. Bloom loop, coming back around again. Bloom loop, bloom loop, melody that never ends. Trumpet in the roads on lock. Running like a clock. Spring groove, cycling soft and free. Bloom loop, endlessly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Loop still going. Bloom still warm. Melody still returning. Always coming back, always spring. Spring. Bloom loop forever. Yeah. Warm signal coming through the afternoon air. Trumpet melody landing like it's always been there. Rose loop blowing soft on the spring frequency. Everything about this groove tuned perfectly. Upright bass receiving on the low warm end. The vinyl crackle holding every signal bend. Guitar text to breathe like a background hum. Warm signal finding everywhere it came from. Tuned into the frequency of April bloom. Warm signal filling every corner of the room. Trumpet still transmitting on the same sweet line. Rose loop returning, everything is fine. Upright bass still holding on the warm low end. Drum break soft and easy rounding every bend. Vinyl hits like static from a warmer place. Warm signal broadcasting all over space. Warm signal coming through the spring air clear. Warm signal, everything you want to hear. Roll the trumpet locked in bloom. Warm signal filling up the room. Tuned in soft they flee. Warm signal, endlessly. Still receiving on the warm spring frequency. Trumpet hook returning right on cue for me. Rose scoop blowing through the afternoon stretch. Warm signal, best melody you'd ever rest. Up bass still broadcasting low and deep. Guitar texture lulling everything to sleep. Vinyl crackle warm like a signal from before. Warm signal, always worth coming back for. Warm signal, coming through the spring air clear. Warm signal, everything you want to hear. Roll this trumpet locked in bloom. Warm signal filling up the room. Tuning soft and free. Warm signal, endlessly. Signal still warm, still transmitting. Trumpet still humming, still receiving, still spring. Warm signal, always on.
Sunday came in blooming like it always does. Rose melody humming with that warm Sunday fuzz. Saxophone picking up the same sweet hook again. Spring Sunday groove running soft through the rain.
Upright bass, still walking down the lazy lane. Finger pick guitar, threading the same refrain. Vinyl crackle warm like a Sunday well spent. Sunday bloom, exactly what the morning meant.
Petals on the Sunday air like punctuation.
Roads loop, landed soft with warm sensation.
Saxophone still humming on the favorite line.
Sunday bloom, doing everything just fine.
Upright bass beneath it all holding the ground. Finger pick guitar making that same sweet sound.
Drum break, easy landing on the bloom.
Sunday afternoon expanding like a room. Sunday bloom, saxophone and golden afternoon. Sunday bloom, same sweet melody coming soon. Roads and bass and vinyl glow. Sunday bloom, the only place to go. Head nodding warm and free. Sunday bloom endlessly.
Every Sunday feels like this one when it's played.
Roads melody carrying through the golden haze.
Saxophone hook returning soft and right.
Sunday bloom still glowing through the fading light.
Upright bass still strolling nowhere fast.
Finger pick guitar making good things last.
Vinyl warm and crackling through the afternoon.
Sunday bloom, best melody of June. Sunday bloom, saxophone and golden afternoon. Sunday bloom, same sweet melody coming soon. Roads and bass and vinyl glow. Sunday bloom, the only place to go. Head nodding warm and free. Sunday bloom endlessly. Sunday still blooming,
Melody still warm,
saxophone still humming,
still golden.
still easy. Sunday bloom
Always.
Nobody asked the music to arrive. It just showed up warm and quietly alive. Rhodes piano settling into the room. Saxophone a whisper underneath the afternoon bloom. Upright bass still breathing on the low and slow. Vinyl crackle holding everything you know. Brush drum barely grazing on the snare. Still here, still soft, still filling up the air.
Somebody is working by the window light. Everything about this room is perfectly right. Road is still warm and patient on his favorite line. Saxophone still humming, doing just fine. Upright bass beneath it all, keeping the ground.
Still here is the softest kind of sound.
Vinyl hiss like sunlight through a curtain thin.
Still here before you noticed it begin. Still here, a woman asking nothing back. Still here, laying down a comfortable track. Rhodes and bass and saxophone low. Still here, wherever you need to go. Soft enough to think inside. Still here, always on your side.
Cafe window, work desk, living room floor.
Still here,
Still here is what the music was always for.
saxophone still threading through the quiet space. Brush drum
still keeping its unhurried pace.
Rose-colored landings and a heck of patient hand.
Upright bass still doing what it always planned.
Vinyl warm and crackling like a room well loved.
Still here, fitting everywhere like a glove. Still here, warm and asking nothing back. Still here, laying down a comfortable track. Rhodes and bass and saxophone low. Still here wherever you need to go. Soft enough to think inside. Still here, still soft, still filling the room. Always here, never too much, just enough. Still here. Acoustic guitar finding somewhere soft to land. Everything arriving right on cue is planned. Rhodes piano warm like an open afternoon. Soft landing, coming in right on time and in tune. String pad breathing easy through the open air. Finger snap rhythm barely even there. Bass no low and tender underneath it all. Soft landing, catching everything before the fall. Someone at the counter, someone at the desk. Everything about this music passing every test. Cause two chord resolving like a long slow breath. Soft landing, making everything feel less. Road still glowing warm through the background haze. Drinking pad holding steady through the quiet days. Bass no channel walking through the afternoon. Soft landing, best place to be past noon. Soft landing, acoustic in the afternoon air. Soft landing, music breathing everywhere. Roads and strings and gentle bass. Soft landing, finding every space. Warm enough for anywhere. Soft landing, always there. Cafe table, bedroom floor. Soft landing is what music has always been for. Acoustic guitar threading through the open room. String pad neck carrying warmth through the afternoon bloom. Roads chord landing like the last light of day. Finger snap still keeping gentle time away. Bass note holding everything in tender place. Soft landing, from quietly every space. Soft landing, who stood in the afternoon air. Soft landing, music breathing everywhere. Roads and strings and gentle bass. Soft landing, finding every space. Warm enough for anywhere. Soft landing, always there. Ooh.
doing something to the way things feel. Acoustic guitar making everything more real. Rose piano soft like a lamp left on. Synth pad holding warmth long after it begun. So bass underneath it all, barely breathing. Brass drum gentle like the afternoon leaving. Everything you roll light looks a little more kind. Low light, best kind of music for the night. Someone meeting, someone resting, someone creating. Low light, patient, never hesitating. Acoustic chord resolving like a quiet exhale. Rose still warm and glowing on its gentle trail. Synth pad breathing soft above the room. Low light carrying more through the afternoon bloom. Sub bass holding tender on the low, warm and low light. Music that always tends to mine. Low light, acoustic and the gentle glow. Low light, softest place you ever know. Rose and synth and quiet bass. Low light finding every space. More than enough for anywhere. Low light, always softly there. Work desk, lamp, cafe window, bedroom for. Low light is what the quiet hours are for. Acoustic guitar fretting one more gentle line. Rhodes chord landing soft like everything is fun. Synth pad holding all the warmth together. Low light music good for any kind of weather. Sub bass tender underneath the closing day. Low light carrying everything gently away. Low light, acoustic and a gentle glow. Low light, softest place you'll ever know. Rose and synth and quiet bass. No light finding every space. Warm enough for anywhere. Low light, always softly there. Low light, still glowing. Acoustic still warm. Synth still breathing. Low light, always enough. Anywhere, anytime.
Open room and the music just walked in. Rose piano settling right under the skin. Saxophone low and easy on the morning air. Upright bass still walking like it's always been there. Vinyl crackle warm like a room that's well known. Lo-fi making any space feel like home. Guitar loop returning soft as a familiar scent. Open room, exactly what the music meant.
Cafe tables, studio walls, living room chairs. Open room music works in pairs, or alone or in pairs. Saxophone still threading through the quiet scene. Roads Upright bass still grooving on the low warm floor. Open room music is what silence was before. Vinyl hits like light through a window thin. Open room always letting you in. Open room,
Saxophone and Rhodes and bass.
open room,
Music filling every space. Vinyl woman soft and low. Open room wherever you go. Fits like nothing else can fit.
open room.
Perfectly lit. Morning worker, evening rest, or afternoon date. Open room music always arrives on time, never late. Saxophone hook returning one more beautiful time. Rhodes loop landing on the same warm rhyme. Upright bass still carrying the quiet ground. Guitar loop completing the open room sound. Vinyl cracker warm like the last light of day. Open room, the best place music chose to stay.
Open room,
Saxophone and Rhodes and bass.
open room,
Music filling every space. Vinyl woman soft and low. Open room wherever you go. Fits like nothing else can fit.
open room,
Perfectly lit.
open room, always open, open room.
Saxophone still humming.
Road still warm.
Any room,
Every room,
open room.
open room, always yours.
April Light is doing something different today. Trumpet catching all of it along the way. Vinyl crackling bright like a morning well spent. Lo-fi jazz and April air perfectly meant. Rhodes piano bouncing on a spring fresh beat. Upright bass still strolling down the sunny streets. Drum break landing easy like a good morning night. Easy walking April Light feeling less than odd.
Finger picked guitar looping through the bloom. Spring is making everything a little more room. Trumpet floating soft above the cherry lane. Everything in April feels brand new again.
Road still bright and bouncy on a midday track. Upright bass still walking and it's not going back. Vinyl hits some warm like a day you wanna keep. Easy walking April Light running soft and deep.
Easy walking April light. Everything about spring morning feeling right. Lo-fi jazz and trumpet and the bloom. April giving everybody a little more room. Easy walking April light. Roads and bass and vinyl shining bright. Head nodding easy down the flower lane. Easy walking April never feels the same.
Last stretch of the morning walk still golden clean. Best April morning anybody's ever seen. Trumpet taking one more breath above the trees. Finger pick guitar still floating on the breeze.
Road still pressing warm on its favorite note. Upright bass still carrying everything afloat. Drum break one last time like a perfect full stop. Easy walking April light, never gonna drop. Easy walking April light. Everything about spring morning feeling right. Lo-fi jazz and trumpet and the bloom. April giving everybody a little more room. Easy walking April light. Roads and bass and vinyl shining bright. Head nodding easy down the flower lane. Easy walking April never feels the same.
April Light,
Still warm,
easy walk,
still going.
spring morning.
Best one yet. Afternoon spread open like a gift today. Spring had something golden it was going to say. Your caustic guitar warm like the light on your sleeve. Everything this season makes it easy to believe. Rhodes pianoing through the open air. Soft brush drum barely there, but you know it's there. Bass note low and tender like a promise made. The afternoon belongs to us before it fades. Sat down somewhere comfortable under the blue. Spring afternoon expanding like a warm wide room. String pad breathing soft above the cherry lane. Everything is better in the April rain. Hold still chord resolving like a long exhale. Road still warm golden on its favorite trail. Finger snap rhythm keeping easy time. The afternoon belongs to us and it's doing fine. The afternoon belongs to us. Spring gave it freely without any fuss. Acoustic guitar and golden light. Everything about this afternoon is right. The afternoon belongs to us. Chill pop carrying us without a rush. Warmest kind of spring alive. Golden hour came, but we were already there. Spring afternoon still hanging in the air. Acoustic notes still ringing, soft and true. Road still glowing, everything in view. String pad holding all the warmth in space. Bass note tender like the end of a long chase. Finger snap still keeping gentle time. The afternoon belongs to us and you are mine. The afternoon belongs to us. Spring gave it freely without any fuss. Acoustic guitar and golden light. Everything about this afternoon is right. The afternoon belongs to us. Chill pop carrying us without a rush. Warmest kind of spring alive. The afternoon still ours. Spring still warm. Golden light still holding. Still blooming. Still together. The afternoon always ours. Tender static underneath the afternoon. Synth layer breathing like a half-remembered tune. Acoustic guitar soft against the textured air. Rhodes piano landing like someone who cares. Glitch texture barely there like a thought midway. Indie drum pattern keeping the soft at bay. Bass note deep and warm like a comfortable weight. Tender static, never arriving too late. All pop carrying the texture of a quiet mind. Soft indie finding all the beautiful behind. Synth layer opening like a door held ajar. Acoustic chord resolving like an evening star. Roads still glowing through the soft static haze. Indie beats still threading through the textured days. Bass note holding deep on the warm low. And tender static music that will always mend. Tender static, center acoustic layer warm. Tender static, softest kind of indie form. Roads and bass and textured air. Tender static finding an air. Trendy but it always stays. Tender static, soft always. that I carry in the afternoon bloom, scent still threading through its favorite space, acoustic guitar threading with unhurried grace, clicks texture landing soft like punctuation, roads chord warm like quiet confirmation, bass note deep and tender on the final stretch, tender steady, best feeling you could catch. Tender steady, scent and cushy layer one. Tender steady, softest kind of indie form, roads and bass and textured air, tender static finding you there, trendy but it always stays, tender static, soft always, soft always, soft always, and aesthetic, still weak, sense still breathing, like plastic still warm, tender static, always textured, always soft, always now, always now. Something about this place just makes it easier. Acoustic guitar landing, soft and familiar. Rhodes piano warm like a window left open. Everything around me quietly unspoken. Synth pad breathing like a second thought. Indie drum still giving everything it's got. Bass no low and tender, holding all the space. Easier here, easier in this place. Headphones on and the afternoon expands. Everything is lighter when the music understands. The caustic core resolving like a gentle exhale. Rose still warm and glowing on its favorite trail. Synth pad opening wide like a room with more air. Finger snap rhythm, barely even there. Bass note threading soft through the healing haze. Easier here on the quieter days. Easier here, peeps together in the afternoon light. Easier here, everything just feeling right. Roads and scent and gentle bass. Easier here, finding every space warm enough for anywhere. Easier here, always there. Cafe window, walking past the work desk late. Easier here, music always seems to wait. Acoustic still threading through the open room. Synth pad carrying warmth through the afternoon bloom. Roads chord landing like the last light staying. Indie drum still softly, gently playing. Bass note holding everything in tender place. Easier here, the warmest kind of grace. Easier here, acoustic in the afternoon light. Easier here, everything just feeling right. Roads and scent and gentle bass. Easier here, finding every space warm enough for anywhere. Easier here, music day. Rhodes piano finding it along the way. The acoustic guitar soft against the daily grain. Gold in the coffee, gold in the window pane. Sin texture breathing like a quiet revelation. String pad holding all the gentle observation. Bass groove low and warm like a satisfied sigh. Gold in the ordinary, catching every eye. Someone walking slowly like they finally see. Gold in the ordinary, setting everyone free. Roads still glowing warm through the afternoon hazes. Chorus, the core resolving through the golden days. Sin texture layering soft above the street. String pad making everything feel complete. Bass groove steady like a heart that understands. Gold in the ordinary, right here in our hands. Gold in the ordinary, roads and curves defining what we miss. Gold in the ordinary, everything as beautiful as this indent strings and warm bass glow. Gold in the ordinary, everywhere you go. Healing without needing much. Gold in the ordinary touch. Cafe light on faces, music in the walls. Gold in the ordinary, answering all the calls. But time still threading through the golden scene. Rose chord landing on the warmest in between. Sin texture breathing through the healing space. String pad holding everything with grace. Bass groove warm and tender on the final line. Gold in the ordinary, perfectly fine. Gold in the ordinary, rose and crush finding what we miss. Gold in the ordinary, everything as beautiful as this instant strings and warm bass glow. Gold in the ordinary, everywhere you go. Healing without needing much. Gold in the ordinary touch. Gold in everything. Ordinary and gold. Road still warm, but cage still threading. Gold in the ordinary, always was, always will be.
Found the quietest side of every today. Saxophone arriving soft in its unhurried way. Rose piano settling like dust on a warm shelf. Lo-fi doing all the heavy lifting by itself. Upright bass still walking on the low warm end. Vinyl crackle holding like a letter from a friend. Guitar loop returning soft as a familiar scent. Quiet side of everything, exactly what it meant.
Alone with just the music in the afternoon. Quiet side of everything arriving none too soon. Saxophone still threading through the healing space. Road still warm and patient at his favorite place. Upright bass still grooving on the tender floor. Quiet side of everything is what the silence was before. Vinyl hits like light through a curtain drawn. Guitar loop still playing long after the dawn.
Quiet side of everything. Saxophone and rose still breathing. Quiet side of everything. Lo-fi soft side of everything you know, healing without asking how. Quiet side of everything right now.
Work desk, walking past the cafe by the wall. Quiet side of everything is fitting for them all. Saxophone hook returning one more 10 to time. Rose loop landing on the same warm rhyme. Upright bass still carrying the quiet ground. Guitar loop completing the healing sound. Vinyl crackle warm like the last light of day. Quiet side of everything, the best place to stay.
Quiet side of everything. Saxophone and rose still breathing. Quiet side of everything. Lo-fi softly underneath. Bass and vinyl warm and low. Quiet side of everything you know. Healing without asking how. Quiet side of everything right now. Quiet side, still here. Saxophone still humming. Road still warm. Quiet side of everything. Always the best.